Hello there, my name is Ron Schultz and I'm a volunteer with Performers with a Heart located in Santa Rosa, California. About a year ago we began to visit a local daycare school to help celebrate the kids' birthdays. Now it just so happens that our performances sometimes coincided with the school's monthly emergency drill, which is very important. For example, assuming an emergency occurs randomly, the odds are 1 out of 3 it will occur during the child's daycare hours, and that's a lot. But what happens if there really was an actual emergency? Well, the most important document the paramedics need, for obvious reasons, is the child's emergency information sheet. But this very important document is somewhere most likely in a filing cabinet in the preschool office. And so how does the teacher leave her class and the hurt child to find it? And if a major catastrophic emergency occurs, what happens if the office is destroyed, the teacher hurt, and the children are now supervised by someone who doesn't know them? Can you imagine not having any records about these little guys, especially when many of them don't even know their last name? But what is interesting is that when it comes to us adults, our emergency information is easily accessible at a moment's notice. Why? Because we have a wallet. Now stick with me on this. You're walking down the street and you suddenly collapse unconscious with strangers around you. Someone calls 911, and what is one of the first things the paramedics do when they get to you? They grab your wallet from your back pocket or your purse, and they do that because they don't need to make a phone call or go to the computer to know the basic facts about you. Why? Because it's already in your wallet. Now the Kiwi emergency ID packet is really nothing more than a wallet modified for the preschooler. As you can see, it is simply made from a Ziploc bag with 2 holes punched on each side where a red shoelace is tied, and a white label is placed in the front with the child's name printed on it. From our research, the Kiwi should contain minimally the child's photo, a Xerox copy of that emergency information sheet that is now filed in the office, and we also recommend a piece of artwork drawn by the child so that the medic can take it out and say, "Wow, that is very pretty. Did you do this?" As a parent, you may want to put a few other things in your child's Kiwi, such as a family photo, your business card, and if your child has a medical condition, you may want to describe it. Now, once the Kiwi is made for every child in the class, they're all put together in a larger Ziploc bag labeled with the teacher's name. And finally, all the class bags are then stowed together in this very bright, easy-to-carry gym bag. So now, if there is a playground accident, the teacher simply calls 911, goes to the bag, grabs the child's Kiwi, and gives it to the paramedics. That's it. On the other hand, if a catastrophic emergency occurs and the school has to be abandoned, just grab the gym bag and place a Kiwi over the neck of each child to assure they can be easily identified by anyone, even if they get separated from the group. Now, if your preschool is located in the Santa Rosa area, our volunteer performers will come out and work with your teachers to help the kids make their own Kiwi. It's a fun art project, and when they finish, they get an official Kiwi safe nose. Also, Performers to Heart will supply all the Kiwi materials, including the gym bag, for free. Our funding for the project comes from playing music at private parties, but eventually we anticipate it will be generated by performing fairy tale plays, like The Frog Prince, to local audiences. If you're interested in being part of this project, please be free to contact me at performerswithaheart@gmail.com. And thanks so much for giving me a few minutes of your time. Take care. Oh, by the way, we call it a Kiwi because our original prototype used a shoelace made by the Kiwi Shoe Polish Company.